I'll let you know. And avoiding legal snags, ladies and gentlemen.
Legal
Mainly
snags?
just gentlemen.
Just gentlemen. There's no ladies doing this. Very few ladies do wrestling podcasts where they watch along shows.
They could be listening.
They could be.
Possibility. We have a few. There's a few. I know there's a few.
Yeah, there's definitely a few. No doubt. There are a few who do. But, it's just one of those things where ladies have better things to do than guys that watch a year-old show and do a watch-along. But, hey, it's quarantine. What the hell else we have to do? But we do have to do is do an intro. And on this intro, we're going to say... Welcome back, everybody, to the Backstage Boys podcast, episode number 67. This is Trent, along with my co-host,
Basil.
And we are also joined by...
Hey, that's your spot.
No.
Yes.
How many times do we have to talk about
this? I'm changing it up. They just roll with it. Improv.
You're trying to do this thing you always do, and I'm trying to keep it real.
Okay, Nate, I don't need this, Nate. Okay, like I've been quarantined for 8 weeks. I don't need a pushback right now in life. Could you just work with me? Could you improv a little bit? And I'm joined by.
I thought we were making this podcast evergreen. We don't talk about what's going on in the real world.
No, we're not going to Vince McMahon this situation and act like this is not happening at all. We know it is happening. It's true. Can you introduce yourself before I go on?
Can you introduce me and I say hello?
The greatest referee that's ever slapped the mat.
Okay. That's enough of that. Hi, everybody.
Nate Speckman, everybody. Yeah, that's
the
right.
one.
Guys, he's coming out with a T-shirt soon. That'll be available on Pro Wrestling Tees very soon. He's currently designing that right now. But Perch has a shirt, doesn't he?
I am not designing that.
Wait, Purge has a shirt though, doesn't he?
Does he?
Yeah, I think Purge has a shirt. I don't know if he ever sold them, but he was wearing one time. I think you need to get a shirt.
I'm not going to get a shirt.
Basil, can we vote on this? There's 3 of us. I vote yes. I vote yes. Sorry, Nate, you have to get a shirt now.
I might need to get a Purge shirt.
Let's Chico wants you to get a shirt. He's been really tweeting you a lot about that lately. I think he really wants you to get a shirt.
Yeah, well, he's gonna have to wait a very, very, very long time.
All right, well, that's fine. The Refs Do It Better shirt will be out very soon, guys. Don't worry. It'll be available sometime. Who knows? Anyway, all right, guys, we're here.
But wait. I do want to plug something real quick.
Oh, go ahead.
That is shirt related. So some people may have seen that Brody King's car got stolen, in a grocery store parking lot.
What?
Unfortunately.
So if you are able to, and you have the means, go over to his Twitter page or his Instagram page, and there's a link for Lapel is putting together shirts, shorts, a whole package of stuff if you want, and the money goes right to Brody King, and you get some cool swag. So definitely do that if you are able to, and you want to help out a good dude.
Dude, that's great. I'm looking at it right now. Somebody stole his car from a grocery store parking lot. Come on.
And then Hammerstone's house was broken into.
I saw that
last week as well.
Was it really?
Yeah, I saw that.
He was in his house too, so they must have been watching him or something. Damn,
dude. Like all these people, out for fuck, man. Just like trying to prey on the weak situations, I should say, That sucks, dude. How do you who steals cars? How do you steal Brody King's car? Look at the guy. How'd you ever steal his car? If he found you, he'd kill you.
I don't know, man.
That sucks. Where does he live? LA? In California?
Yeah. I'm not sure. I know he did, and I don't know that he moved, but maybe.
That stinks. Well, yeah, go ahead. Yeah, guys, go help out Brody King. That stinks. They get some merch. I was wondering why I saw so many more of his some tweets and stuff like plugging his merch lately. It was like, okay, it makes sense. Well, Brody King, we're bummed out for you, but hopefully that it all works out. But guys, we're here. A little unorthodox, somewhat episode, kinda. We're doing we're filling content because we don't have too much fresh content to talk about. So we decided to do a little bit of a watch along. Obviously, not the whole show. That's gonna be a little drawn out. But we decided to do AAW's Destination Milwaukee from last July, 2019 at Turner Hall in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Couple select matches, pick out a few of the most important matches of the show, talk about them, maybe give you guys a cue when to hit play. It is available for free on YouTube. So if you go to AAW Pro on YouTube, it is free show. The full thing is there. July 12th, 2019, AAW Destination Milwaukee. So, Basil, you want to run down what matches we're going to talk about?
Yes, sir. So we are going to be watching Curt Stallion versus Airwolf, which is a favorite of the boys on this pod right now. We were all unanimous of that one. Josh Briggs versus Josh Alexander. I want to rewatch this match because I have not watched it since I shot it. And I don't know if it was as good as I remember because Nate kind of had a little bit of a different opinion, and it's always good to just rewatch it with some clear eyes, especially basically a year later. And then we are getting into hold on.
Did you get distracted? What's going on there?
Yeah, no, hold on. Fatu versus Sami Callihan. Sorry about that. I had a little bit of a pause thing that happened. And then what was the fourth match that we were gonna do? Did we agree on Morrison?
I think we just decided on 3.
Yeah, we decided on 3.
Just the 3, just those 3 then.
If we're feeling it, we can throw another one in. But
yeah,
we said we maybe would do the main because it's short. It's not the match we'd all hoped it would be. It's like everything just didn't click as well that day. But
it's also not the best match that those guys had together. So
right. That's the thing. It just didn't, for some reason, it didn't click. But if we're feeling it, we can talk about it. If not, we'll stick to those 3. Just little something to do. Let you guys know that there's a whole free show on YouTube. Something to keep you busy during quarantine. More is coming to the AAW Pro YouTube channel, so definitely keep an eye for it. There's going to be more content. We have a little bit of a poll going on AAW Pro on Twitter. Name the show you want for free, and one that gets the most buzz or votes, we'll put it up. So definitely go visit that and cast your vote. But all right, let's kick it off, should we?
Yep. So we are on the YouTube page. This show is free. One of the reasons why we picked this show, so everybody can watch along with this. We'll be giving you the time cues for each match as we go along. So we're at 2:12 right now. It's going to be right at the end of the AAW intro, and I'll lead right into the match.
All right, here we go.
All right.
And 3, 2, 1, hit it. There we go. Redefine, baby. Curtis. As Perch, we just talked about Perch, the referee for this match, Nate.
Yeah, he's the referee for Josh versus Josh too.
Nicest guy in the world. Just so nice. What a
Except he's a Packers fan.
He's from Wisconsin.
It's still a fault of his own.
I love this venue so much. Turner Hall.
It's such a beautiful venue.
Oh God, it's for wrestling.
That's amazing.
Perfect for wrestling. It just has such a great feel, just perfect.
It looks great. It feels great. It comes off great. They have tea in the back. It's amazing.
Oh, yeah. Can we talk about that? Wait, yeah, Nate. We got to talk about the free tea and coffee barista in the back. It was amazing.
We have to.
It was so good. There was
the best part of the building.
It really was. There was a lounge for crew basically, and they have a barista there making specialty drinks.
It was fantastic.
Oh, so good. Look at old Manser in the crowd right there. Look at that.
Oh, Manser.
We got to talk about that.
Going to the fights.
Man, I was pulling the heel move with wearing the Cubs hat while I was in Milwaukee,
Yeah, it's true.
right across the street from where the Bucks play.
Yeah. Should have wore a Bulls.
They were still building the building at this time, though.
Yeah. Well, the old one was there.
The old one,
Oh,
yeah.
Rob,
Yeah.
Rob, his summer tan had
Rob.
not kicked in at all at that point. Look at that.
Ooh.
This was a sleeper. I don't think I remember the feeling on this one was that nobody expected it to be as good as it ended up being.
I love this match. This is one of the few matches that I can just recall back. Oof.
These two had good chemistry with these two. It just worked out.
Both are really young. Both are hungry.
Yeah.
And plus, I mean, the opening spot on the card is so important. It sets the tone for the entire show. People you don't have to do too much, but this was new town and everything, so everybody was. But dude, look at the expression on Stallion's face. Just
yeah.
Oh, it's so good. Just that
He's got that thing you can't teach.
He's good, man. Kid's good. He gets it.
Guys, let's look at the set. Look at the stage.
Oh, I loved it. I remember when we played the video. There was another video, not the intro video, but the we were testing the screen out. We played one of Rob's films. I think the Lynham one he was preparing, or the one from the previous year. Something. It was something with a little dramatic film. AAW trailer Rob did. And I remember just getting emotional watching it, seeing it on that screen, knowing we're going to be in this building. It was kind of it was cool. It was a good feeling.
Can we talk about how this building taxes the fuck out of people?
Oh.
Yeah.
Me personally, I've swayed from buying tickets to this venue because of that. I saw ROH here twice, and both times I bought my tickets secondhand off somebody, and I didn't end up paying all the crazy fees because he gave it to me at face, just to get rid of them. But it's insane what they charge, because it's you got your ticket price, then it's a building tax, then it's a historic building tax, then there's a convenience fee. There's almost $12 in taxes.
Oh no, dude! There was $25 in fees on our $50 ticket.
For the front row, front and second row. Yeah. General was $12. I'm
it's insane.
That's a meal for somebody. $12 in fees? That's absurd.
How is it a historic building when we're having current events happening in that building?
Well, the building's historic. You're having just shit in it, but it's so crazy, man.
It's a BS fee. That's the most made up fee I've ever heard of in my life.
It is such bullshit. Such bullshit.
Did anybody eat at the restaurant downstairs though?
I never have. I've seen it. I've never eaten there. Did you?
I got a picture of the spot right here.
How was it?
The ropes?
Yeah, Perch just posted a picture of that spot.
I didn't eat.
Curtis. I was called Curtis.
When I crossed the street, what's it called? The cheese store.
That chop.
There was a cheese store across the street?
There's a cheese store across the street.
Old Manser. Look, he got that ticket, boy.
I bought that ticket. He paid those fees too.
He hit that pay window with those fees.
Oh man, trying to get a goddamn ticket, paying $15 in fees. God dang.
Which is wild.
He got no ticket, so he probably had at least $15 in fees on that.
Please.
He got in his car from Tennessee.
Manser?
Yeah. He's a dedicated fan at the time.
I don't think he lives in Tennessee anymore. I think he lives in Kentucky.
He's from Bucksnort, Tennessee.
He drove from his car in Tennessee. We're going to go with that. Ooh, that was a good lariat.
He does. He just drives the pickup, right? Just comes up. I don't even think he rides with anybody. And did you guys know that Mance was on Merle's ring crew back in the day? Did you know this?
Yeah.
I do.
It blew my mind when he told me. I was like talking to him. He was like, he's a guy. He never worked AAW or Chicago shows. He did all the Indiana ones. But he was like, yeah, I was in the ring crew. I was a little shithead on the ring crew. I was like, wait, you were on the fucking ring crew? Like, wait, Merle's ring crew? So I was like, that's
Wild,
crazy.
right?
I had no idea. And I'm like,
Amazing.
now he's fucking Mance Warner. It's nuts, man. The guy's fantastic.
The crowd's really into this.
This match has been great. Like, this match is even better than I remembered. And I thought, and I've like already had a good like thought about this match in my mind, but like watching this back, this is fantastic.
Yeah.
Ooh, like Airwolf is like
kick.
on his game in this match.
His brother is, what's his brother's name?
Angel Dorado.
Dorado, yeah. His they're trying to really go for like a Lucha Brothers type vibe by teaming up a lot now, which I think is not a bad idea given the fact that if they can be compelling enough, they could fill that void of that Lucha Brother type tag team. You know, and ooh, look at that. That's pure momentum taking him over. You know, he smashed his skull. Holy shit.
Ooh, and then look at Airwolf. He's just like, nah, fam.
That was great.
Oh, this is such a good opening match.
I remember Danny was just so impressed with this. Like nobody thought, like, you know, it's an opener, right? You're not looking for them to just tear the house down sometimes in an opener. You know, you set the tone for the night, but this really set the tone for the night, I think. Like, this was like, all right, man, like, we're gonna come out there and prove it, but Arrow's good.
Well, it's interesting. It's interesting too because you talked about that video, and if I remember correctly, that was like because he doesn't do it often, but Rob made a trailer for the night, right? And that we aired it because we had the big screen, and it was like shots of the building, and it would be like tonight, blah blah blah, blah. And there's just something to me about like that are like. It's like a hype video, but you can use it anytime. But then there's the hype video that specifically says like tonight. It's like, oh shit. Yeah. Like it's gonna happen. And so I don't know how everybody else felt about that video, but that got me going. And then to me, these guys had to match and then best that. And I felt like they did.
No, really good point. I forgot about that video because he had his friend like do the voiceover for it too. And who was like a professional voiceover guy, and it had that real like dramatic feel to it, you know.
It might be one of the only times we've done something like that, but it really worked.
It did. It was not. I'm surprised we didn't add that to the final cut because we just did. We just ran the normal AAW video at the top of this. We should have added that to this too. Yeah,
that was a great frog splash by Airwolf there. Dude, this match, I'm like just completely drawn in by this match right now.
It's great.
It's just one of those matches. This is just one of those times where I'm just in overdrive mode, just like an autopilot, just shooting. And like I see moves and stuff, but like I don't see the whole match put together sometimes. And this is one of those instances.
Your light was really good on this one too, right? A good
oh
light.
My god, the lighting was fantastic. Because look at this. We have the four corner spotlights, which you guys all know, like that's a personal favorite of mine.
Yeah.
Plus we had the natural light coming from up in those windows, and then we had lights shooting up. You can see the lights are coming all the way from the bottom.
Oh god.
This is so good.
And that was it, huh?
Fantastic match.
Great opener.
I mean, that was 10 minutes. That was 10 and a half minutes.
Was it really?
Yeah.
Exciting.
But yeah, that lighting, super fantastic. Was really happy with it.
I produced this promo right here with Sami.
And
I love JT Davidson, man. I do miss JT Davidson here.
I do too. I miss him so much.
Did he really suffer that many injuries, huh? He hit it. I think he mentioned that too. Like, he didn't really talk about it, but I guess he had a lot of injuries and bumps and bump card got taken out, huh?
But he had medical stuff too.
Oh. You're welcome. All right. What's the next one, guys? All right. So we watched that, guys. Curt gets the win on Airwolf. That was a very fun, very underrated match in AAW Lexicon. So, all right. What do we got coming up here?
We are at 28:45, the timer on YouTube. We are going to be watching Josh Briggs versus Josh Alexander, and then kind of have a little bit of chaos to start the beginning of this match because of the Jimmy Jacobs Mance Warner feud that was happening. Little cameo from Nurse Nicole in the spot too.
Okay, 28:45.
28:45, my friends.
Let's jump over, guys, to 28:45. There we go. All right. I'm ready when you guys are.
I'm ready.
All right, here we go. 28:45, everybody. This is going to kick off the Briggs and Alexander, but we got a little hoopla to kick things off in the beginning. Here we go. On 3. 1, 2, 3. Look at that.
So we cut back from that, and we're right into it.
Well, because
there's Danny, there's Keith.
We can't put entrances because it has like real people's music.
Yeah, Danny,
so
Keith, Mike, the security guard who had Turner Hall, who thought it was a fan getting involved.
Oh, dude, it was amazing.
She literally, if you see how she jumps in, she thought it was a Rowdy fan.
It reminds me of that when Gronk was at WrestleMania and there was like a lady security guard and she didn't know about Gronk getting involved. It was hilarious.
It's like one of those things you gotta let people know. Like what happened in Austin. We have in Austin, like all the security guards got pissed off. Like, you guys can't control your fucking crowd. It's like, dude, are you wrestlers? It's like part of the show, asshole. No, it's not. No, it's not. They were really fighting. They really hate each other. I'm like, okay. I'll let you kayfabe yourself on that one.
So I don't remember. Was Briggs with Jimmy at this point?
Yes.
Yeah.
He was with Briggs, and this is Josh Alexander's second or third match back with AAW.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very soon after. His first one was Adam Brooks.
Yeah, I think this was his second. I think this might have been his third.
This is when Josh Briggs was still very uncertain, and I think he did not click until our last show before we went on lockdown earlier this year. Art of War. Was it Art of War? February? God, I'm like slipping on everything,
I believe it was Art of War.
I'm like questioning everything now, but Art of War was where I think Briggs finally, like I remember Danny and I turned to each other, we're like, finally, like he became that big man we wanted him to wrestle as, at AAW. Because I always said, like, I never felt Briggs he had that like big man confidence. And I'm like, I need to see that. Give me that big, like, you're a tall son of a bitch. You like, act like it.
Yeah, Art of War was our last show. We had a New Dawn and then Art of War.
But that one, you saw the reaction from the crowd for Briggs. People wanted that from him, that fire. And he finally did it. And I'm like, geez, there we go. And sure enough, we couldn't follow it up yet, but eventually we will. But Josh Alexander's another level here, man. What he did from a year, like in the last, from this show to where he's at now, like the guy is just constant evolution of this wrestler.
Nobody beats Josh Alexander. I love Josh Alexander. Like, legitimately, just one of my favorite wrestlers.
He's got a lot of history in AAW too. He's a former champion. Old in the old days too. I mean, he's a 2-time world champ. He's
Did he ever have the tag titles?
Monster Mafia did not.
Monster Mafia.
Ethan had it with Michael Elgin.
That's what it was.
Yeah, because Josh got hurt, and we did something. That's when Ethan got it with Elgin. Men of the Year. That was the tag team. Men of the Year. And Josh never got it, but Josh got the heavyweight belt, and then Ethan got it from him because they feuded. And which is funny because Ethan's title win is on a AAW Vanguard show. And I forgot why we had to do it like that. I think it was because Josh's injury is what it was.
That was Josh. Josh was retiring.
Yeah,
we had to drop the belt.
We had to quickly drop it, and that was the quickest show we could because he had to get surgery.
He couldn't even drop the belt because he was Alpha One champion, and he had to just relinquish that title. He wasn't even allowed to wrestle anymore.
It was a rough little period, but yeah, Ethan got it. Ethan's champ reign wasn't bad either. I thought he had a good reign as champion.
I thought it was a fun reign.
I thought so too. It's like I said, it sucks that where things went with Ethan at AAW. I mean, he almost came back last year. Truth be told, I mean, we almost had him back. Some things went awry with some, communication, but which went public. So I'm not like revealing anything that doesn't need to be revealed, but it all went public on Twitter, which I agree. Again, I disagree with people doing that in public, but it was he had a good reign. I think he had a good reign, and it was nice. It's kind of cool that both members of the then Monster Mafia and now the North, were champions. Because they had Ethan come back, we could have done some fun shit. So who knows? You never know what happens in the future. But Josh, I always put his title reigns in two categories: with hair and without hair. Because he looks like such a different guy with hair.
Dude, when he was younger, man, like you can just see the work and dedication that he's put. It's made such a difference for him, and I'm like, when I saw him, because the first time I saw him when he was allowed back in the States, besides the one time he snuck in one time and he wrestled Phoenix, and that was like my second show, I believe, and I was so pissed that I just didn't shoot that match that well. And I see him in Philly for the Impact tapings, and I just gave him a big old hug. I was like, "Oh my God, like I'm so happy you're here in the States, and I'm excited." But what was dope is that I wish we aired ours, because if we aired ours first, or if we had like live streaming, AEW technically would have had the first showing booking of Alexander, because the Impact stuff didn't air for almost 2 weeks.
That's right. You see what I mean? Like, and I'm not doing this dog breaks. I'm talking strictly as a producer, right? Like, there's no confidence in that big man aspect of him right there. I want more. Like, there should be so much more fire out of a guy that size. And it's like I would say he got it in Art of War. I was like, it clicked, and the whole crowd clicked with him. But you can see when you look at perspective, you look here to then, or today to back then. It's like it's such a difference in the guy, how he wrestles.
Which is interesting, because I wonder if it's a comfort thing, because he had it in places that he worked regularly, like Limitless or Beyond, and there was, I'm sure, a reason that Danny brought him in. He saw something, and then it might have just taken a couple shows of getting used to things, and I don't know.
See, this is the part of the match that I love. I love that it's two big ass motherfuckers who are literally taking each other to the limit, and they're showing that. And you don't get to see that too often. You usually just see, I'm strong. Well, no, I'm strong, but look at how strong I am. I kind of like that they're breaking each other down, and there's no repetitive test of strength, running off the rope, slamming into each other, Hoss bullshit. Like, this is good wrestling.
There's a lot of good strikes.
I love it. It's so good.
Josh Alexander knows how to pace a really good power match, though. You know what I mean? Like the way the way he fires up.
Ooh,
that was good.
Boot.
That was good.
See, I'm a big Josh Briggs fan. I'm still so upset that he planned his wedding the day after All Out, and he asked me to shoot it, and I couldn't, unfortunately.
Where was it?
It was in the Northeast, like in Maine or some shit like that.
Was he gonna fly you out?
Yeah, he was gonna fly me out and everything, but like I was already confirmed for All Out, and I was at All Out until about 2:30 in the. I was at the building with like the executives until like 2:30 in the morning that night. Like that was a long day for me.
And this match is a lot better than I thought it was.
Yeah,
Like,
see?
and I didn't think it was bad. Like I remember too, I didn't see the whole thing. And I don't think I've watched it back. This match, if I'm not mistaken, is also in addition to this whole show being free on YouTube. This particular match is available for free on the page. And I don't think I've seen it start to finish before.
It's just it's crazy that like this all feels so new to me, even though I've watched it, edited it, posted it. Like I love it.
It's one of those things where you work it, like I know Nate, you watch a lot of shows back and you study tape more than the rest of us would, I'd say, but you just don't get a chance to watch these things back because like normal schedule, like when this show happened, like I don't have time to watch it back. It's like I'm already on to the next one. We're already meeting about the next show. It's like you barely have time.
I don't like to watch my shows back, but I like to watch shows that our wrestlers are on because they can be developing moves and stuff like that, and that's my tape study is studying their mannerisms. So if I'm watching back old matches, I can't learn or progress if I'm not watching some of their other stuff.
I think
I always like watching our shows back because one, I don't see the promos that you guys film like downstairs or anything like that. And so if I don't see those, I don't know necessarily how storylines are progressing. Oh, this is messed up. Ooh.
That was insane. That like was different and unique, and I love that.
And I think a lot of people don't realize Briggs can fly.
Doesn't need to do it.
He doesn't need to, but he can.
He can, but it's like it doesn't mean anything for a guy his size to do it, though.
No, but it's not an overdone spot. It was just one spot within the match to make it a little bit more special.
Meanwhile, Trent freaks out when Jake something does the Undertaker dive over the top.
Fucking freaks me out, dude. Every time. Again,
Josh can do
that dive spot.
Josh Briggs can do that too.
It's just
God, these kicks are just disgusting.
Yeah. See, that's a move. He's got those long goddamn legs.
Over the knee. Boom.
That's good. I like that. His legs seem to be his hook. Like use that to your advantage, man. Like
do you know what's crazy is that if you took Curt Stallion and you made him bigger, he has a very similar frame to Josh Briggs, and that knee was very similar to how Curt Stallion does his knee, and that knee that he did earlier today on Airwolf.
And light is a little bit in the way.
Just a bit.
A little bit.
It's just that, you shouldn't be on the corner like that with the camera, in my opinion.
You mean staying on the shot?
Yeah. I think this would have benefited from a little bit more of a straight-on shot. But those lights were lower than normal, too.
Yeah. Perch is a good referee, Nate. I guess he's one of the good ones, man. I like his manners.
I like Perch. I like Perch's work a lot.
Yeah, he's good.
Why we keep bringing him back?
The other thing too about Perch is he keeps showing up, and
that too. That's how it works.
He'll take like even though he's worked shows with us in the past, like Stifler wasn't available for this one, and I don't remember if Jason was back yet by this point, but I know we were one down, and so Danny booked Perch because he was local. But the thing about Perch too is he doesn't say, "Oh, I worked this one show, so I should work all shows," or like if he comes by and he helps set up the ring, and then Danny gives him a dark match, and then Danny gives him another dark match, and then another dark match, and then another dark match, he doesn't complain.
Yeah, great dude.
Even though he's worked a legitimate show before.
That move is brutal. Sometimes it looks like he folds them in half. Sometimes, man, that is brutal. Like he's a heavy dude. Right at your back like that crossbody. Ooh, painful.
He's ready to finish it.
See, use those legs, man.
Not.
Keep using those legs. That's the hook. Ooh, I like that.
This is a good match.
Yeah.
It's a solid match. I love it.
Is that thing he wears? Is that like a shoulder support, or is that part of his gimmick?
No, that's a shoulder support thing.
Okay.
That's a shoot thing that he wears.
Does he have a bad shoulder? Like what happened to his shoulder?
Oh, big boy. Look at this picking up
Boy.
250-pound men probably on that shoulder all day does some wear.
thick Alexander right there.
He's also, if you also notice, his tights are modified because of the hip injury that he suffered.
Oh yeah, I see that. Looks like they're cut.
Yeah, his hip exploded.
His hip exploded doing that that was that like top rope move or whatever that he did.
Wait, what? His hip exploded?
Yeah, his hip literally exploded at an Evolve show.
I thought it was he used to do a choke slam onto his like he picked the guy up in a choke slam, lift him up, and then he'd jump with them and then land on his back, holding up his knees, and he'd choke slam the dude on his knees. And yeah, it was brutal. His hip. Oh, I love when Josh throws off the headgear.
He's definitely got to use the legs more. Like that seems to be what he's got the advantage over people. Oh, here we go.
I just love how hard hitting Josh's style is.
Yeah, he definitely. Oh my god, that's brutal. And
so
powerbomb
good.
knee. Oh god,
so good.
Just make it
fantastic match.
You gotta make it hurt, man. You gotta make it hurt.
Damn.
Fantastic. That was a thing of beauty right there. All right, so we are gonna start. This is gonna start off a little bit different. For the following match, we're gonna start just at the tail end of. We're gonna start at the tail end of this women's match, because it properly leads into the title match, into the heavyweight title match.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna start at 55:05.
55:05. All right, let's go to that, everybody. 55:05. Let's head over there.
But really quick, what a match, Nate. What's your opinions on that match now that you've rewatched it?
I thought it was fantastic. That was an excellent match.
Yeah. That was good stuff. Are we queued up, boys?
I'm queued up.
Can you guys hear me okay?
Yeah, you're fine.
Okay. I just feel like you guys go silent after I talk.
Yeah, we can hear you just fine, man.
Just make things up.
We're here. We're queued up with Taya and Jess Havoc on the screen. 55:05, everybody. Cue your YouTube queuer up. And this kind of charts interestingly, right, Basil? You wanna like set it up slightly?
So we have Jessica Havoc, who's AAW Women's Champion, going up against Taya, who was at the time Impact Knockouts Champion.
She brought the belt out too, didn't she?
She did bring the belt out, so it was a very Jess was already with with Impact. She already debuted at the time because she debuted at those Philly tapings that I talked about with Josh. So this was like a good matchup for us to have because I don't remember them facing each other one-on-one in Impact before this. I could be wrong. I don't remember.
That's a Trent question.
This was also Well, what's the date? Really quick, I'm gonna double check the date.
Well, this is July 12th,
That's
29th.
what I think this was before. This was that Monsters Ball match that happened at Slammiversary, and I'm looking up the date for that really quick.
I think this is right before that, actually.
Slammiversary. The date for that was the no. This was the same week. This was that Sunday before we were in Dallas. Holy shit. We were in
Wait,
Dallas on the 7th.
wait, you were in Dallas. I didn't go to Dallas for
Oh,
this one.
I forgot that you didn't go to that Dallas one.
Yeah.
We were all in Hard to Kill together. But yeah, holy shit, I was in Dallas 5 days before this. I don't even remember that. Like I said, everything's a blur.
That's what it is, man. You do enough of this stuff, it's all a blur.
Dude, there's so like it's if I didn't have my website to tell me what dates I took pictures, I wouldn't know. Like I can tell you places, like Trent knows I'm very good with telling you where I took a picture at and for what venue, but I can't remember dates worth of shit.
All right, well, hey, let's get it. So this is right after Slammiversary, then. This is the week after,
This
huh?
was the week after Slammiversary, and they had the Monsters Ball match that Sunday. That was the Monsters Ball match between Taya, Jess, Sue Young, and Rosemary.
Yeah.
Great match.
Yeah, that was a good match. All right, let's start this one off, though.
All right.
5505, everybody. Playing it on 3. 1, 2, 3. La Huera Loca.
Down.
Oh, here we go. Sami.
There's me yelling at Sami, my favorite thing to do.
This is coming up, Nate. One of the best spots is going to be in this match.
Oh, man, JT Davison. Oh,
So this
this
is interesting because
Magic's pissed.
and Trent, maybe you would be able to answer this better than I would. Are there a lot of matches that end in a no contest?
AAW?
Yeah, because to me, like, because it's no count out, it's no disqualification. So why would I throw out the match if somebody interfered? To me, uh, like,
Well,
it seemed like there was no reason. Like Jess walked away, there was no reason the match was going to continue. But I'm just curious how many times that happens.
we've had a good number. I wouldn't say a ton. It's happened though. But I guess the no contest, you can sum it up to like, there's interference. It's uncontrollable at that point. The flow of the match is off. There's an advantage has been given to one side or the other because someone's interfered now. So there's no logic to continuing a match that now has been given an interference. So you have a right to throw a match out. It's not a DQ or a disqualification. You've just canceled the match because he attacked Taya. So it's like, okay, well, now there's an advantage for Jess. And that's not fair. So you, as a referee, have said throwing it out. That this is an unfair match now. Forget it.
Yeah, Cage match has the women's title match listed as no contest, and then has the following match listed, spoiler alert, as a double DQ.
Spoiler.
So Fatu's come down to answer Sami with referee Sam.
Why didn't you just referee this one?
Because he brought out Sam, but Sam just ate shit.
All right, there we go. Does Tight say Rebellion Fatu?
Yeah, like he has like the Rebellion type fist logo or whatever.
Am I misspelling it, or doesn't Rebellion have 2 L's in it?
Rebellion has 2 L's.
Look at his tights.
It says 1L.
Yeah.
This is where it gets crazy right here. Oh,
Crowd lost it right there.
I remember this. Like this match, I remember really well, just because like there was a lot of downtime in between the spots like this, and I was able to take it all in.
This crowd's nuts right
The
here.
crowd went. Oh, I wish we mic'd up our crowd.
I know. There goes Nate running down. What the hell are you look? What are you doing right there, Nate? What are you trying to control in this match here?
I'm just trying to figure out what's happening, and then like I don't know. I mean, they're not in the crowd, so
no.
God, I wish this building was not so expensive to freaking run in, because I would love to do like 3 to 4 shows a year in this building.
Yeah.
Easily. Just it's such a good looking building. On a Saturday, we can easily sell this show out.
Yeah.
Hey, Wisconsin opened back up. Let's go.
Yeah, they did. That's right.
Hey, ooh.
It's a shame about Fatu, man. Like he hung out this night. Like we all went out to that bar or that restaurant that one of these dudes invited us to.
Are we gonna talk about this? We're gonna go into?
I mean, it's out there. I mean, I'll just put it. I mean, in a general sense, I'll just say like we had a lot planned. The fans were really into them. It sucks that there's like such a gap in communication and professionalism when it came to that. Unfortunately, that we couldn't continue. You know, it sucks. We had a lot planned here. Obviously, the crowd loves him. The Chicago crowd loves him. You know,
he was never booked weak.
Never. That's what I was always puzzled at that. It's like you were never booked weak, and I don't know. I mean, he goes through management. He goes through certain bookings and management that make some decisions for him. And I bet that guy booing Sami right there is the guy who left that comment. Fuck Sami, like fuck Trump. All right,
thumbs
dude.
Down, thumbs down,
thumbs down. No, it's thumbs up, thumbs down. Just thumbs down. Man, what's Sami gonna do without spitting? That's my question here, guys. Can't spit anymore.
He'll still spit.
He'll still spit. Bastard. Wisconsin.
Oh, good. They're getting in the ring.
There you are. Look at Nate. Looking jacked.
Jacked as fuck.
Your quads look fantastic in those pants, Nate.
Thanks.
Yeah, JT Davidson. Kick him off, Nate. What are you doing? Shouldn't be on the apron.
No DQ.
What was he gonna? Yeah, disqualify him.
That's true.
Can we get rid of
you're trying to keep order in a match here.
Can we get rid of the no DQ rule?
Please.
I'm so over it.
I think the quarantine is going to teach us to change our ways a little bit. Hey guys, no DQ, no count out. Fuck it.
Let's keep him in the ring.
It's a great spot coming up here, guys. Great spot. I want you guys to pay attention to Nate on this one.
And then when we have AAW rules, can we call it All American rules?
Danny hates that it's.
He hates that name so much.
The acronym is actually All American Wrestling. He hates it. And I was like, Danny, it was your responsibility to change it in year one. That's the only time you could have done it. Now it's too late. I mean, we do what WWE does and MTV does. Just MTV, just the AAW Pro. But
really quick, I liked how Fatu didn't no-sell that driving spike. You saw he put his hand down and prevented his head from hitting. Mm-hmm. And I feel that's so much better. I feel like that's so much, yeah, I feel that's so much better than a no-sell. Because I didn't notice that, because you can see I'm on the other side, and I did not see the no stand or the handstand part, which I appreciate. Little things like that I appreciate.
Yeah, the little details, man. The guys who pay attention to the little details are my favorites. You know, there's some people who are just such artists when it comes to the little details, and that's what sets them apart.
Armando Estrada.
There's just certain guys who just get that psychology. And that's it. Truly is what separates a lot of these guys. Especially when you're producing them too, like in a promo or producing their match. There's a lot of there's the guys who add that little extra touch to it, and that's what really makes it stand apart. And there's a lot of guys in our roster who do that, no question about it. I think there's like Sami's obviously, I think the master of the detail. The way he sells, the way he reacts, looks at the crowd. Very Terry Funk in that sense. How to add those little bits that you remember. I think ACH is really good at that. Actually, that's one guy. If you pay attention to his small details, he's fantastic at that.
He's great.
He adds a lot of those little elements into each performance and promo. Like he gets it. Some guys don't. Like some guys are just straight. Like I'm a performance-based guy. But then there's you try to tell a story in the ring. You can tell who knows how to do that. And who values that. Who are the people who truly that's what's fun to them. Is telling the story. Man, this looks brutal.
Yeah, this was a scary spot.
The table of chairs or whatever, like what do you want to call this? The dining table chair setup always freaks me out. And so when the guys sometimes hit their back on the spine of the chair, I'm like, oh my god. Why are
It's Curt Stallion's favorite thing to do.
I know, that's brutal, man. I mean, that's like you can risk paralysis with that kind of shit, Like that is a brutal spot.
I don't care how well you can take this.
That
sucks.
That's some quality shit, man. Where did Danny get those?
And kicked out at one.
Those are not the venues for sure. That is Wisconsin grade A aluminum.
Yeah, no shit.
That dude kicked out at one.
Man.
This dude, like the fans were so like sold that Fatu was winning. Oh, there goes Nate. There goes Nate.
What did he yell at you, Nate? What did he say to you? He yelled something at you.
I have no idea. I have no idea.
Too much pain.
Nate's eyes went red.
Hey, can we get an animated GIF of that? Basil, can you put that together?
Jesus Christ.
Please. There's an amazing photo of it. Fantastic.
This is the best. This is actually the best. You guys think that was the best part? This right here is the best part.
This was even more fun.
I don't remember what happens here.
Oh, you'll see.
I don't remember. I was watching this from up top.
No. Just look at
this. Oh,
yeah. Just look at this.
Oh, God.
No, it gets even better.
He took him out, man. He took Purge out.
Dude, I just love I love this. Dude, this was so good.
A hit to the face. Holy shit, that was brutal.
Purge died.
Damn, Nate's out on the outside. Purge got super kicked. Next. Oh man. What are you guys gonna do?
Not good.
What are you two gonna do? These two set up like these two guys set up 10 chairs and thought they did a lot of work. I was like, what the, oh, excuse me. You need a break? All right, sure.
Man, I know we needed security for this show, but like the dude in sweatpants for real.
I hate when people like don't look like real security guards and they just look at Danny.
Danny getting in there.
Danny takes a bump.
And this was so good right here.
Look at this.
Look at Danny. You come and you run and you get at me. I have a picture.
Danny goes down.
That one I know I have a picture of that spot.
Sell it, Danny. Sell it, you son of a bitch.
You son of a bitch.
Get down there and sell it. There it is. I was hoping he got the fire back after that. Like, come on, I took a little bump today, huh? Next step, get back in the ring and line him. Make it to the third round.
I've been looking back at the pictures.
Uh-huh.
of like all this, like one, like because I have like another window up, and I'm just like, I was just like, yes, I got a lot. The only thing I missed, I missed.
Danny's back up. Danny's back up.
Danny's not gonna fucking sell.
I'm gonna have such a big talk with him about this. I'm like, you didn't sell shit, Danny. I'm so fucking pissed off. What would Al Snow think right now if he saw you no selling that? That's who trained Danny, Al Snow.
Yo, hold on. Look at the picture I have of the Carnage with Fat. Like I completely forgot it. I just posted this in the Skype chat.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, it's so blurry. I hate you, Skype.
And there's Sam picking me and perched up, walking us away.
Hold on, I'll just send a link because that picture the chat does not do that picture justice.
Man, the crowd was not happy with. Damn, that's a good photo, man. What a great picture. Mine's clear.
Oh, okay.
Dude, how do we never post that fucking picture?
Because you don't like to look through my galleries.
I hate the way your gallery scrolls.
Well, if you look at it on a computer, instead of a phone all the time.
Oh, this is totally going to be a throwback Thursday justification right here. This is a beautiful shot.
Yeah.
All right, I'll remember this one. This needs to get out there, man.
That's a solid picture. I'm gonna post it on the BSB Twitter actually.
Should, yeah, do it. And we're reviewing this show. Hey, Escúchame.
Escúchame.
I love him, dude.
Escúchame.
He's such a fun guy. Escúchame.
Solid. It's a solid.
So I never watched his stuff with Umaga and everything, but I didn't know the cigar thing. I thought was very fun.
Oh,
like
dude!
He puts up his cigar and breaks it. And that's the sign to go break the guy. That's the signal.
I would go back. I would honestly go back and just try to find some of his stuff with Umaga because like he sold Umaga because Umaga was like at first wasn't like was like kind of lost when he didn't have Armando with him. And it was just a fantastic show or like a fantastic run of just how he sold him. Should we let me see what we're at.
Do one more.
I mean, you want to do the main event?
I gotta turn in.
Come on, Nate. It's like 6 minutes long.
It's 10:40 on a Friday in quarantine.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
How about that? All right, fine. We could turn it in. I was having fun doing this, but that's all right. Fine. All right. Well, let's call it there.
Just have to have fun again another time.
All right, we'll do that. We'll definitely do that. All right. I forget. When's the next match? I didn't see Jake had the belt. I forgot he won it at he won it at Take No Prisoners, right? In May that year. Which the anniversary of him winning the title was just a couple days ago. So I didn't realize I forget that he had the belt in this 4-way he was in, which I wasn't happy with. Let me just put that out there real quick. I wasn't happy that he was in a 4-way against like two guys who had no history in AAW at all. And then something kind of telling, he's in the 4-way with Paco, who beats him for that very title just mere months later. Which I think is kind of interesting, huh? Like, 6 months after this match, Paco beats Jake for that belt. Kind of fun. Interesting little factoid in there. Little Easter egg. All right, let's go and wrap it up. Nate's gotta go. Nate, we're gonna wrap it up here, guys. Nate, where can people find you? And I would say book you, but I mean, there's really nothing to book for at the moment. But where can they find you?
Yeah, so mean
about that right now.
There's nothing to book for right now. But when there is bookings to be had, where can people follow you?
Twitter and Instagram at Referee Nate Speckman.
Very nice, very nice. Basil, you want to plug some Beezy stuff?
You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Beezy. That's a B, 2 E's, 4 Z's, and a Y. All my photos can be found at basilmahmood.com. And where could they find you, Trent?
Guys, you can find me at well, I don't know. I changed my Twitter handle, so I mean, I guess you can do that. It's just Trent Zuberi, all one word, lowercase, which Basil likes to point out and embarrass me with that I went lowercase on there. But I did it to keep consistency because my Instagram is also lowercase, so I did it to be consistent. But guys, follow me there. But you can also remember to follow the show on all social medias at the BSB Pod. Oh shit, the BSB Show. And then on Instagram at the BSB Show Pod. So we're all over the place here, guys. We had a little bit of a mess. The whole gimmick is dead. Okay. So Facebook and Twitter at the BSB Show, and then Instagram at the BSB Show Pod. Basil, have you reported the fake Backstage Boys podcast, the one who screwed us our gimmick by opening on Instagram without our consent? Have you reported that guy yet?
I had to go make some more models for next week.
All right, next week it is. We're going to take this son of a bitch down because I think he's still up. So we're going to take him down. Anyway, guys, don't forget the show's available wherever podcasts are found: Apple, iTunes, Stitcher, SoundCloud, Google Play, iHeartRadio, TuneIn Radio, Spotify, YouTube, you name it. We're on it. Rate, review, subscribe. Hope you enjoyed Destination Milwaukee's watch along. We'll probably do something else like this very soon. Guys, I think it's a good idea if we do a show I've never been to, I've never seen. What the hell is going on back there?
What is that?
What is that noise?
That's my creaky floor.
Can you mute your phone? All right, but guys, I think it's a good idea if we do like a show I've never seen, like a company I've never been to. Maybe you guys have done and worked at or something. It'd be kind of fun to see a raw reaction. So maybe we'll do that next time. We're gonna think of some ideas, guys. We're coming up with some stuff. Nate, I also want to do something with you, a behind the scenes referee focus show at some point during all this. So we're gonna definitely do that. But guys, that's going to do it for us. Don't forget to check us out on all the social medias. We appreciate you listening, and we will talk to you next week.
Bye, guys.